Today, we're going to be taking a look at Viticulture Essentials Edition. This is from Stonemaier Games. Plays 1 to 6 players, 13 and up, 45 to 90 minutes. It is a game of making wine, designed by Jamie Stegmaier, Alan Stone, and Morten Monrad Peterson. All right, so let's take a look at the components and the game itself. So in this game, what players are going to be doing is they're going to have their player board. And this is going to allow them to build different types of wine on their tracks here using the different cards that come in the game. Now, the cards that are the green ones are the ones that they are going to be trying to put into their field to be able to make the wine. Now, when they actually harvest the field, they're going to gain a certain amount of wine resource. They could either sell that for money, or they could even crush the wine or the grapes themselves and make that into wine, which then they would turn around and go into order cards and be able to sell that wine for specific amounts. So, like for example, if they were able to sell 6 red wine here, they'd gain 3 victory points and 1 money. Now, on the board itself, the actual player board, what players are going to be doing is they are going to be trying to take different actions during their turn. Now, the first thing that they're going to do is they're going to try to decide where they're going to go on the morning track. Now, what that means is it's going to kind of break down who's going to be taking which turn. Now, most people would think, hey, going first is really good, which in case it actually is. However, these other actions and places that you can go for turn order actually are pretty powerful the further down you get. Here you get to draw a new wine card, like a new vine card. You can take a winter action card, or excuse me, a summer action card. You can take get a money. You can either get a visitor card or a winter card. You can gain a victory point, or you can gain another worker for this year. Now, having an extra worker is actually really powerful. The game is broken up into another section beyond this track. Next, you're going to be going into the summer. You're going to have a pool of workers that is on your player board that you're going to have your available workers on. And you're going to be whoever is going first is going to place one of their workers on these available spots. In a 1 to 2 player game, you only have the first one, 3 to 4, and 5 to 6. Now, noticing though that in a 3 and 4, 5 and 6 player game, you're going to be having these bonus spots. Now, if you go here, you're going to get a victory point, a money, a vine card, or a visitor card. Now, in a 3 to 4 player game, you don't have to go here first. You could go here. Now, again, this spot is unavailable, but you can take this open spot. Now, another worker cannot go in this spot unless it is the Grande Worker. Now, the Grande Worker is a much bigger meeple than the other ones. Let's see if I can dig him out of here. Now, here's the Rooster Meeple. Pretty cool as far as like this is what's going to track that. And the Grande Worker is a really big worker compared to the regular worker. Now, what he does is he allows you to go into a spot regardless of someone else already being there. Now, what you do in this space is you can give a tour. You get 2 money. So if you take this spot, you gain 3. You go here, you could gain a vine card. And then if you go in the middle spot in a 3 to 4, 5 or 6 player game, you get a vine card. You go here, same things. You get to play, though, a visitor card, which do different effects. You can get here, get a victory point, but then you can sell or buy grapes in the field, which is pretty good. Now, as here, you can build 1 structure, which is nice because some of the vine cards are going to require you to have specific things. Like for here, on some of the vine cards, you may need a trellis, or you may need irrigation, or you may need a cottage or a windmill. And there's, well, different effects, I should say, that will happen if you have a cottage, a windmill, right? Or even a tasting room. So you would gain different effects based on the different buildings. So it's a very unique engine building game because not only are you playing your own personal engine building section as well, but you're trying to block other people from going to the summer. Now, the other thing you need to think of is you only have a set number of workers for the entire year. If you use this worker to go into the summer, that means you're not going to have that worker when you go into the winter phase. Now, the winter phase is where you're going to be able to do the things more with the wine that you have, such as drawing the summer or the summer cards, playing a winter card, harvesting a field, which is going to be taking those grapes from the vine down to the storage down here in the vats down here in the crush pads, and then over here you can pay to train. And what that means is you can pay for money and you could gain a worker. Now, worker is going to be permanent. That is pretty big as well because you want those. You could also go here to the looks like a little ox pulling a cart, and this is just going to gain you money. Noticing that there are no colors here and there is no set, meaning that when you go here, any number of people can go here to get a money. Now, this is just winter though, and then this one here is you can fill in a grape as well over here. All right, so it's broken down on the side. There's spring, which is this. There is summer, which is this. During the fall, you're going to draw a visitor card no matter what. You got the winter, and then the year end. You age grape and wine tokens. You retrieve workers, collect residual payments, discard down to 7 cards if you have them, and then rotate the first player token clockwise. All of that in a beautiful production, lots of tokens, lots of cards, lots of little money tokens as well, lots of meeples. And I tell you what, this game is pretty fun. The only gripe that I would say is I'm curious on, and I get the limiting mechanics of it, but I'm thinking, well, man, just because somebody's working in the summer doesn't mean they need to work in the winter too. I don't know. I understand as far as like from a mechanic standpoint, but I'm just sitting there thinking like, well, that guy's working in the summer, so that means he can't work in the fall. And I need to fire that guy. I don't know. Just one of those little things that just bothered me. Overall, though, this game is fun. I do enjoy the fact that it has a solo mode as well, so you can play this by yourself. And the first player to reach the set number of victory points of 20 wins the game. So. All right, so that was Viticulture Essentials Edition by Stonemaier Games. My thoughts on the game is, like I said before, it's a lot of fun. The quality of the game is top-notch. I mean, being a Stonemaier production, I can see why this game ranks so high on people's gaming lists. From a worker placement standpoint, it was fun. It was, it was engaging in the fact that I was building up my own tableau, but like most Stonemaier games, there doesn't seem to be much direct player interaction. I would like, besides blocking other people, I would like to see something as far as like being able to trade more wines, and do something just a little bit more. Overall, when we got done with the game, we were just like, okay, well, that was neat. It was interesting, but I don't know if I would want to play it again, to be honest with you. Maybe it's just not the right game for me. It may be the right game for you if you like engine building and you like a game with so much theme. It's just dripping out of the box. Just for whatever reason, it did not hit the cylinders for me, but it may hit them for you. All right, that was Will from Mature Minded Gamers talking about Viticulture Essentials Edition. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you want to be notified on all our other great, amazing content. And be sure to check us out on maturemindedgamers.com. All right, everybody, take care.